Well, hello, it's Celisa coming to you from the channel Beautifully Me and You, where we co-create to make both of our lives more beautiful. Today, I have a video all about love. Okay, that was my thumbnail. Anyway, a video all about love and how to get your ex back. Girl, boy, get ready. I got some tips for you. They seem so simple. Again, it's something we don't typically talk about, but something we need to learn to do, especially when trying to attract back an ex. If that sounds like something that interests you, stay tuned. We've all had a breakup before, right? Sometimes we want our ex back because maybe we realize, you know how they say you don't realize what you have until it's gone? Yeah, sometimes we realize what we have once it's gone and now we want it back. There's other times we could care less, so don't use these tips in that scenario. But when you realize what you had once it's gone, what do you do to bring it back to you? Things can get so complicated when manifesting something with someone else. But what I know is, and it applies best when speaking about attracting an ex back, is you have to learn to surrender. You know, there's this whole push and pull between trying to show that you want the person back and surrendering to something higher to bring the person back for you, right? There's this dance we do between those two sides. And no matter how much we miss this person and want them back in our lives, our instinct tells us to let them know, to chase behind them, to reach out to them, to stay in our sadness and cry our eyes out all night long so that they can hear the tears that we cry somewhere through the fifth dimension. I don't know. I think we all struggle to pull back in the love that we have, and we think it requires action. What I think is, after you declare what it is you want to the person that you love, you pick yourself up and you begin to live as if they've already come back. And in order to do that, you have to surrender the situation. You surrender it to God, to the universe, to source, and allow them to make the ways unfold as to how to get this person back into your life. It seems like anything we focus on will expand. And so if we're focusing on the loss of this relationship, we're focusing on the sadness or the feeling of lack without having them in our lives, more of that will show up. But instead, if we focus on there being a higher source and something bigger than us that knows what we need, whether it's to bring this person back or to move on to something new, we surrender and allow that to transpire, knowing all the while that God has our back, the universe has our back, right? So we pick ourselves up and begin to live the life we would live, let's say if they never came back, right? We begin to date again, even if no one compares to the person that we dated or want back. We begin to take care of ourselves and try to keep ourselves on the high flying disc. And all the while, we're trying to, in some ways, distract our mind because we're allowing the universe to take care of it for us. We're surrendering to the process that this path might have something on it that we need to learn. It might have a lesson in there about, I don't know, commitment. It might have a lesson in there about appreciating the gifts that God has given us. And that might be a particular person, right? So, and on the other side, there might be lessons being learned as well. Maybe, you broke up with the person because they were doing something that you felt like they needed to work on. And maybe this time apart, even though you want them back, is allowing them to work on that part of themselves. That all comes with surrendering that something bigger than our knowledge is going on and things are working out for our good. That's the attitude you have to have in order to attract your ex back. I've received some messages on Facebook. I'm on Facebook, right? I received some messages on Facebook about how do I get this ex back. This person has been someone that I've always been in love with. They're ignoring my calls. I continue to call them, those type that feel rather desperate. I wouldn't judge it as desperate though, because I've been there. So instead of reaching out and trying to force the other person to be with you, you allow them to execute free will. And you believe by surrendering the whole situation to the universe that what you need most in your life will be with you, whether that's the returning ex or someone new. And I know we never want to imagine that someone new is coming to our life when we have our eyes and all of our hopes and dreams set on a particular person. But again, that's all a part of the release. Sometimes when I pray, I ask for, God, if you can give me this or something better. And the same feeling goes for relationships. And if you know that this is your person, then know that the universe will give you another shot at that relationship. But in the interim, work on you. Make you happy, because then you have a greater chance of the person coming back to you in their happiest high-flying disc while you're there as well, and the two of you can come together again better and stronger than you were before. You have to be able to surrender. And I know, trust me, I know, it seems like you're giving up hope, but you're not. You're putting hope in something greater than yourself. You're believing as if, even though you don't see it right now. And I call that faith. You're having faith. So even though you're in your darkest moments without this person, know that the sun will shine again. I told my aunt, we were talking about relationships, and I said, there's never been a time that you've been without a man, and trust me, there won't be a time again where you will be without one either. If you're by yourself for a few months, a few years, you will find another man. That's the least of your concerns. But how can you find one that lines up with what you want? It's by you getting in line with you right now and surrendering that situation to be fixed by the universe while you work on you. Do a little soul searching. Have a little spiritual awakening. Oh, that's a video I gotta share. Have a little spiritual awakening for yourself. Start digging more into you so you can stay in your best place. And that way, even if your ex comes back, they'll see the brighter, lighter you, and you will also see the lighter, brighter them. It takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of mind work. A lot of the law of attraction is about working your mind, right? Controlling your emotions and working your mind. And that is something that takes practice. Staying in your room, depressed, upset, reaching out, texting 2,000 times is not going to pull someone back to you. It's going to push them away because you're going to get more of that lack in your life. So release it to the universe. Have faith that things are working out for your good, and do your self-love practices and exercises. Start taking care of you. That's the fastest way to attract an ex back into your life. All right, that's everything that I have for today. I hope that this video finds you guys in the best spirits. And if you are having trouble with love, I totally understand. Hang in there. Do the work. Do the mental work. If you made it to the end of this video, send a heart, just one red heart in the comments. Also comment however ways you use to practice self-love and get over an ex. or to get back to an ex. Put a single heart down in the comments so other people will feel the love from you radiate to them. And I'll feel it as well. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, why not? Why not? We're growing this community over here all about love and life and having things unfold for us in a better way, co-creating our universes. Subscribe. I want you to be a part of it, and I don't want you to miss out on any of the videos. There might be one thing that I say that touches you in a certain way and gives you that aha moment. You won't know it if you don't know I put out a video. So subscribe. All right, that's all I got for today. You guys take care. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.